Live. Hi guys, Paul Finck here, the Maverick Millionaire, and we are here to create an amazing presentation for you. Tonight, we are going to be talking about a historic event. There are two companies that I've watched join forces to create a magnitude of technological advancement in your business that's going to bring it to a whole nother level. So I wanted to come here, and I know this was last minute. I know we are bringing this all to you just amazingly fast, and I want you to know that this is your moment in time to be able to take advantage of this and really hear about what's happening in the marketplace and something that you really need to take advantage of. So I wanted to make sure to get that message out to you right away, and I know this is the time you want to take advantage to bring your business to another level. So what we're doing here is we've got two different companies that have joined forces both in the technical world and in the app world. We're talking app and web app design, joining forces to create a magnitude of marketing power for you, marketing advancement for your business and connectivity with your audience. There's a whole lot more. So wanted to bring this to you. We have App Bros Design and we have Easy Card that are joined forces, and I've got the owners of both here with me today to talk to you about what this is all about, what it's going to mean for your world, what it's going to mean for your business. So without further ado for this historic event, I have Robert Evans, who's going to get us started with App Bros Design. Robert, how are you?
I'm great, Paul. It's good to be here. Thank you so much for putting this together.
We've got a bunch of people who are now here with us and waiting to hear what you have to bring to the table with us. Tell us what we're here to talk about.
Let's jump right into it. I'll just start. What I want to do is I kind of want to make this a visual presentation here. So you'll see that there's two connections here. There's me, the very good looking guy, not nearly as good looking as Paul, of course, here talking to you. And then I have where it says the ABD logos, where I'm going to bring up my phone to show you the app technology that we've built, and then Greg will do the same thing on when we bring him in. We want to keep this a very tight and precise presentation because we know that everybody's busy here. So let's just kind of jump in and answer the question: why mobile apps or mobile platforms in general, and why now? Why is that so important? And I'll tell you how I kind of landed in this space real quick, and then I'm going to go right into showing what we've built that is being made available to the Mavericks here very soon. So first and foremost is I've been in the digital marketing space under the personal development arena for 20 years. Very successful in building multiple million-dollar companies that offered digital content, online marketing, and that sort of thing. About 7 years ago, I took a break from this world and I started putting together international trips around the world for experts and messengers to go on. And about 5 years after doing that, I decided to come back into the digital marketing space to share a new business, a new idea that I had. When I looked at what everybody else was doing and what I had done in the past as far as getting my message or my business out into the world, I realized that none of it really was nearly as effective as it used to be, as I called the glory days of 50% open rates on email marketing. And it seemed like everything that I was looking at was what everybody else was doing. You know, social media, webinars. I mean, the webinars still has its place, but email marketing, all these things that it seemed like everybody had their hands in. And because of that, those methods of marketing have become diluted and a lot less effective. And so I was asking myself two questions. Where are people spending their time, and where are they engaging the most? And ironically, I was asking myself those questions. I was typing it in my phone on my notes app. And in the process of doing that, it kind of hit me right in the head. Right here on our phones is where people are spending their times. I can attest to that because I spend hours engaging in my phone, content, apps, and that sort of thing. So I went online and I did a little bit of research, and I found that the stats as far as the amount of time that people are spending, the where they're spending their time was astronomically different than where most people were trying to market their message. And that the approach to capturing people in your world through a mobile app and communicating with them was literally 10 times more effective than the common marketing methods that people are using today: email marketing, social media, so on and so forth. So I sat down and I said, this is where I'm going to build my business. I architected out the perfect app that I wanted, that shared content, membership portal, e-course technology, viral marketing elements to it that would spread my message through the app. I architected it out using all these years of digital marketing and what I knew would work and not work. And I put together a document and sent it off to 5 app developers to build this app for me, because I was ready to do it. And then reality came back to me. The reality is the custom mobile app building world is expensive, because an app is software. It's not a web page where you're building HTML pages, and which has become easy and quick to do and inexpensive for the most part. It's actual software that is being programmed and launched in these app stores and on people's phones. And so the prices that I got back, the lowest price point was $74,000. Well, 3 out of the 5 quotes I got were over $100,000. So I know maybe Paul has this sitting around, but I didn't have an extra $75,000 sitting around to throw into an app. And actually, even a lot of businesses, even multi-million-dollar companies, really don't have that kind of money to spend, or can't really justify it unless they really knew what to do with that app to really monetize it. So that's when my business started. I saw this as an opportunity, not as a crushing blow. I saw it as an opportunity to build a platform that our industry could using all those same features to share their message more effectively, to reach more people, to have greater impact, and to make more money. And that's when we set out to develop our platform that we call the Expert App Platform right now. And in the process of doing this for the last 1.5 years and then last 6 months, we have connected up with Greg Sanders at EasyCard and realized that our two worlds, even though a lot of people see them as the same, they're actually very different. And when you combine them together, you actually have the absolute most effective, ultimate marketing technologies at your fingertips and your clients' fingertips to serve them in every possible way. So the good news is that Paul also saw that, and we are days away from submitting the Maverick Success mobile app platform integrated in with EasyCard technology to the App Store for everybody to be able to see. So I'm going to jump right now into sharing my my screen here, and my dog is barking. That will stop here in just a second. I apologize for that. Hang on a second.
And we see.
Can everybody see the screen?
Yes, indeed.
All right, fantastic. So I'm going to go over here on my phone to the Maverick Success app. I'm going to open it up, and I want to give a kind of a demonstration or an explanation of the different features and elements of this technology, what makes it unique, and all the different ways that you can use it. So first and foremost, a really quick app 101 information. Number one, there are different types of apps that access content in different ways. There's dynamic apps and there are static apps. Dynamic apps are connected to a database so that when you go from one screen to the next, it is actually pulling in the most recent, newest content that happens to be submitted. So if I wanted to add a new article right now, I could add it, in 3 seconds later, it would be available in the app. That's a dynamic app. A static app is an app that you upload to the App Store and nothing changes. It's not connected to the database. It's like a digital brochure or a website that doesn't change. And that's the kind of apps that you want to avoid. You want to stay away from those. Our app is a platform technology, which means that it is running off of a very robust infrastructure that has all the features, that has your branding wrapped around it, and it's using this platform. And a platform's apps are connected to our dynamic apps. Template apps, which are the apps that you can get cheap, and when I mean cheap in all aspects of that word, you can get those done, and those are generated by computers. They're static and they're ineffective because there's no real marketing strategy to template apps. So you want to avoid those cheap, inexpensive apps. The truth is, if you want a high-end mobile app, you either have to pay the big dollars or you have to use a platform like this one. Now, we have different versions of the Expert App platform that does a variety of different things, but basically this particular version that Paul has chosen to go with has the ability to be able to share any kind of content from, excuse me, videos, articles, audio files, podcast, journal lessons, questions and answers, or Q&A or FAQs, and image galleries. I think we got a gallery set up here for Paul, where people can scroll through and look through inspirational quotes or images from your events. And it's basically a full content sharing platform for any type of content that you have. Being in the digital marketing space for the number of years that I was, we also did big business in the e-course market. And I know that, Paul, you've dove into that quite a bit or involved in that. So what we did is we built a e-course technology that's built into each one of our Expert apps that allows for you to create multi-lesson e-courses that people can go through, that either organized by modules and lessons or just lessons. And it has a drip system built into it where you can release content at specific times or specific days from the time that they signed up and that sort of thing. So you have the ability to be able to offer, sell, and deliver multi-lesson e-courses through your app technology. We wanted this to be kind of the kitchen sink of all things around your business. Event calendar is another thing. But we have recently been adding in new features that are very relevant to most businesses. So like in this particular case, I'm going to show you kind of a mock-up of the Maverick Success Directory. And this is a directory in which Paul is going to offer listings for his Mavericks to be listed in here, to either be connected to Easy Cards, which we'll talk more about here pretty soon, where each person can actually be connected to an Easy Card and be introduced to their whole world. Or in this particular case, Drew Berman is sharing specific content through Paul's Maverick Success app. And in this particular case, we got 3 articles from Drew that's sharing content in there. So there's a couple different layers of the ability to be able to share content for inside of the directory. And then you can build whatever size directory that you want, and you can even monetize this directory, which we will talk about here soon too. There's a lot of things. I'm going to actually open up another app here. There's a lot of things here that makes this app technology incredibly unique. It's designed to be a viral marketing tool, connected to books, inspirational cards, or offer codes, or in particular, in Paul's case, we call them success codes, where you can actually distribute or hand out or sell physical books that link back into your app and actually give your readers of the book the opportunity to pass that book along to someone else. And as each person does that, each person can actually track where that book goes from one person to the next. So it becomes a viral marketing tool where you have physical products that are out in the world that are driving downloads to your app. Now, here's the real big thing that I really want to share with you that instantly makes mobile apps 10 times more effective than other platforms out there. Mobile apps, when we say mobile apps have a higher engagement, it means that they are able to capture and communicate with people at a much higher level than anything else out there. And let's take email marketing as an example, or a side-by-side example here. In the email marketing world, whenever you send someone to your web page to capture them on your email list so that you can start communicating with them, The people that do land on your web page, the industry average is 1.95% or two, let's say round up to 2% of those people that land on your page are going to opt into your list. So already you got to put a lot of effort and drive a lot of traffic to get people onto your list. Now you got them on your list and you send an email to them. Because people are inundated with emails, there is a average on most businesses of a 15 to 20% open rate. And then not only do you have to get them to open it, but then you got to get them to click, and clicking goes to your web page or wherever you want to send them. That's what we can call engagement. That's when they engage in the thing that you want them to see. So in email marketing, 15 to 20% will open it. Of that 15 to 20%, an average a range between for clicking is 0.5% to 3%. Now, if you get better than that, great, that's awesome, but it's not the kind of numbers that we used to see. So when you look at the numbers, a 10,000 person email list, it's not a lot of people engaging in your content or in your offer. Now, in the app world, the equivalent of a email is a push notification. You all kind of know what a push notification is. There's little things that pop up like a text message, and then you click on it and it goes over to an app. In the push world, when someone downloads your app, they automatically are presented, whether or not they give you their name or their email address, with the opportunity to accept push notifications from your app. The industry average for these types of information-based apps is between 60 to 80% will opt in to your push notification list, compared to 2% on the email opt-in side of things. Now you got them on your push list. You don't necessarily have their name or email address yet. That's fine, because you can send a message to them, a push message to them, which is a short call to action to get them to click and engage in the thing that you want to present to them, which will happen inside of your app. So when you send out that push notification, you see a 90% open rate, which means that they see that notification, they read that notification, and then this is where it becomes significant. Instead of 0.5% to 3% clicking on an email, you get a 40 to 60% average that will click on that push notification and send them right into your homepage, like this homepage here, or Paul's homepage of his app, where Paul can have a video that's inviting them to participate in something that's going on. 40 to 60% compared to 0.5% to 3%. This is where it becomes significant. This is where this marketing tool becomes incredibly powerful. So,
hey, Robert, I got to interrupt you. Anybody who is listening to this, listen up carefully. What you're talking about here is, imagine people are just slightly even interested and they go to your app, they download the app. You have a huge percentage of them that will then say, yes, I'll allow notifications. And now you're able to communicate with them directly with the messages that you want to deliver to them, and they'll actually see them. This is what got me excited about this new technology, and to be able to grab hold of this in a customized platform like Robert's presenting here with us, it was a huge eye-opener for me, and what the possibilities were for my business in really reaching new markets, new people, and really getting my message out. So there's key components. That was one of them. Absolutely. Continue, Robert. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you, Paul. That's so true. And when you calculate out the dollars that you can earn with that increased engagement for most businesses, that's significant to the point to where even a $75,000 app makes sense. So now let's go back to so our app technology does everything that you would want to do: share videos, articles, journals, questions, create organized content by topics, organized content by experts or collaborations or directory, and everything that you would want the app to do, sell products, so on and so forth, e-courses. Now, I'm going to be jumping here in a second and inviting Greg to jump on, because now the key here is that you got an awesome mobile app platform that's branded to your business. It's on the iPhone and Android app stores. Anybody and everybody can download that app and you can engage with them. Now, once they start to engage, they can actually become a free member of your app. They can basically register through your app. The moment that they register, it does two things. It goes out to your push notification account and it updates their little blip that's connected to the app with their name and their email address. So if you wanted to send out a personalized individual push notification to an individual client, you'll be able to pick them and send out a push notification, which is huge. Or you can organize groups of people into groups and send out a group to your mastermind, your coaching clients, your event participants, or whatever, and they're the only ones that get that. And do some extraordinary funnel marketing, but you're doing funnel marketing through push notification technology. Now that they become a member, they're now registered as a member. You can now come in here and load up your app with any content and tag it to specific groups or members or individuals. So I could literally load in a video that I'm recorded to Paul into my app, tell Paul to open up the app, go to the video screen, and he'll see a video just from me, and he's the only one that sees that, even if I have 10,000 people that have downloaded my app. So the membership technology that's behind this is one of the most significant marketing tools that you can use today. You can now deliver all content through your app where it's at the accessibility, where it's in their hands has become very important in today's society, is to have not only accessibility, but to have positioning in the marketplace where you have an app and your other competitors don't, becomes really, really valuable. So you can load up content into this app technology, tag it to any kind of tag, groups, individuals, events, free members, non-members, you name it. And those members that have those tags, and they can have multiple tags, will be the ones that see that content and everybody else doesn't. So that becomes really powerful. So that's one thing. Now then the question is, you got an app. How do you get downloads to the app? How do you build this list and engage at a higher level? Well, one is it'll be on the App Store, and you could drive traffic to it through the traditional marketing, to your email list, to social media. Whenever you, instead of just giving away your articles on Facebook, why don't you post a graphic and a first paragraph of that, and then invite them to download the app for free to access the full article? There's all different kind of strategies that you can do in the traditional marketing space. Easy Card is going to be one of the biggest ways that you're going to be able to drive direct downloads to your app, and I'm going to let Greg talk about that. But we also built a tracking technology, and this is where it becomes viral. Not only is your books and your cards driving traffic, one book is not read by one person and downloading your app, but it's read by 5 people or 10 people or more, and they're all downloading your app. So your book becomes a viral marketing tool for your business. But you could also create custom codes where you can actually input, send out a code, or if you're speaking in front of an audience, you can give them a code and they input that into your app, and they can become a member or not a member, and then it will basically take them to a personal message or a sales page. So let's see, I put this together on something as a sample in Paul's app, where I put in the tracking number 900,000. And when you click on track now, hit continue, it actually pulls up a message that basically is our presentation. This is where our actual video will go that we're recording tonight will go, and they can watch that video, or you can rewatch this video. So you have the ability to be able to create an unlimited number of, as we call it in Paul's world, success codes that you can give out. If you're speaking in front of an audience and you're one of 10 speakers and they don't have an app and you do, and you give out that code, then you're going to capture most of that audience right there on your phone immediately, as opposed to saying, hey, go to my website that they may or may not go to when they get home after that weekend. But if they download your app and input that code while they're listening to you, you've captured them. So there's incredibly powerful ways to leverage this tracking technology to its fullest potential. And so our app technology has a tremendous amount of features, and I'll just give you a really quick rundown, and then I want to invite Greg to jump in here. Yeah, I'll jump to that here in a second at the end. So Now, here's where it got exciting for us. We connected with Greg via one of the Mavericks, I'll have to say, Drew Berman, who is, I think, on right now listening. And Greg was introduced to us, and then Greg showed us the Easy Card technology. And when Greg and I put our heads together, we figured out, well, how do we take this web app format and combine it with this native app so that you have the best of both worlds? So now I'd like to actually bring in Greg, because I think Greg is the master at explaining ways that you can use Easy Cards on their own and in conjunction with native app technology like ours. You there, Greg?
I'm here. Hey, everybody, I'm Greg Sanders. I taught college for 30 years, and about 3 years ago, I got this crazy idea that maybe I could cash in my tenure in my retirement account and do something in the area of mobile marketing and software. But I found that web app technology, not apps that go on the App Store, but apps that are based on the browser of your smartphone, was an intriguing idea to me, because it's a lot cheaper, and it's still quite powerful to be able to use the browser of your phone and do all kinds of cool things. So I got sucked into that. I just wanted to tell you that the other Greg Sanders that's on the call is Adam Bricker, my National Director of Sales. And yeah, I guess when you use my link, you get the same name. So anyway, there's Greg Sanders squared on the call today, 2 Greg Sanders. That's exciting. So I want to explain to you why I'm so excited to be working with both of these gentlemen here, both Paul and Robert. So Robert, I've met him at 2 different events, the Prosperity event, first of all, in Las Vegas, which is Holly Porter's event. And then I've been part of 3 App Bros Designs events where Robert and his team have described why businesses are going mobile today, and what a game changer it is for any business to be on an app store and essentially to be able to broadcast your business message worldwide, to send unlimited free notifications. I can't believe that they're letting you to do that worldwide. It doesn't matter if you have 10 million people on your app, you can send notifications. You can't even do that with emails anymore, because you got to pay more and more for your CRMs based on how many people you have. And then if you send too many messages, they want to, cut you off and everything. But if you get approved for the app stores, you can send unlimited messages for free, and Robert's app will do that. Now, we were searching for a way to make our web app technology to have some of the powerful features that that Robert's app has. And so I'm just going to share my screen. I don't know if you have to give me permission, Paul, or not, or if we can just.
Oh, you're good.
All right. Can you see that?
Yes, indeed.
So this is my personal Easy Card, and Easy Card opens up on your phone just like an app that you get from the App Store. When you send it to someone, you can do it in a variety of ways. You can send it by direct text, which means if you have them in your contact manager on your phone, I could click on that and put in Finck or Paul, and his name pops up. I could send it to him. It comes in as a text message. I can email it to him. I can use QR code technology, or I can use our proprietary technology called InfiniTrack. If I click on the InfiniTrack button and I basically put in phone number and email and I send that Easy Card, a couple of cool things happen. The Easy Card comes to their phone as a link in the text message area. They just click and this opens up on their phone. It also sends a notification to the Easy Card owner. So if I sent this right now to Paul, then I, as the owner of this card, would get notified. But if I used a different card, like this is my business group's Easy Card, and as a sociologist at the university, one of my brainstorms several years ago was that maybe web app technology could be utilized for groups and not just individual businesses. So this is my business group. You can see here that we have the different members of our chapter. We have our chapter leadership, and you can kind of go from person to person. But then we have this style of directory, and this is all, we're talking about very affordable technology that can allow a group now to network very effectively. And if you click on this, you get a drop-down menu, for instance. There's my Easy Card, and you can put a description of a business. You can actually link to the person's email, phone number, website, or in this case, we have about 30 members of this group. I think 25 of them have an Easy Card. And if you click on the Easy Card symbol, it actually takes you to that person's Easy Card. We have a visitor directory, and I can't go into a whole lot of detail, but I just wanted you to know, here's our Facebook page. You can embed Facebook pages. So think about how Easy Cards can work for groups. This is actually an Easy Card for my little town of 7,000 people. We've got emergency phone numbers right there, all, of course, hyperlinked to phone numbers. We have a directory of businesses. We have all kinds of things on this Easy Card. So it's very powerful technology, but there are limitations. You don't find it on the App Store. So how would I get this Easy Card right here? Well, someone would have to send it to you, or they would have to use the keyword. So the town could say on their social media page, Facebook, hey, text GVL to 64600, or you guys could do it right now, and you could look at this Easy Card. So that's all cool, but it's not on the App Store. Now that we have an Easy Card app, and the Maverick Millionaires has an app on the App Store, essentially anyone in the world can find you, but now we can pair Easy Card technology, directory style, with native apps. Nobody in the world has this technology right now. What it gives you, if you're an entrepreneur, an opportunity to give mobile app technology, kind of the lowest rung would be web app technology like an Easy Card, for $50, $300, a little bit higher versus thousands of dollars for an app. This is Paul's app that we built for his December event, and we were talking about how to best roll it out. But if you've got events, you can put a Google map right on this Easy Card. And the great thing is, if people text or you send this card to them with InfiniTrack, it ends up in a contact manager. I'd like to show you what the back office looks like. So these are contacts that I have. We rolled out our InfiniTrack system about a month ago. I already have 342 contacts, and I can click on messages. If these people were coming to my event, I can now send the whole group a text message. Robert was talking about 90% visibility for app notifications. Text messages is 99+% visibility. A very, very powerful system for people that have an Easy Card. I can come in here and I can change any of these tabs, and I can, it's like a text editor. You can change all the information yourself, upload videos and everything else. But that's kind of what our technology is like. And just to kind of give you a quick idea of some different Easy Cards, here's one we just did for a guy named Johnny Vision. He's all about helping people find their vision and their passion, so we just put this Easy Card together for him. If he's a speaker, he can go on the stage and he can say, hey, text movies and popcorn to this 5-digit number, and everybody in the audience will get his information. He can have call to actions on this call, and by the virtue of them texting that keyword, he now has their contact information, and it flows into their back office. So this is a nonprofit. We have donate buttons and all kinds of ways to make donations easier to do. Here's one of a gal that wants people to schedule appointments with her. Here's her calendar. People can schedule appointments right on her Easy Card. We can put shopping carts on an Easy Card. We have webinars. If you have things going on and you want people to know what the links are for your webinars, and I can send out a text message reminding people that we've got a webinar. So here's the event where I met Paul. So what we're doing with this technology is, first of all, we're giving people, we thought about these almost as competitors. People could get an Easy Card, or they can get on an app on the App Store. But now, in the spirit of collaboration, we would like to offer you the best of both worlds. Easy Card technology combined with apps on the App Store. So if you get the offer, I'm going to let Paul describe it, but you're going to get not only Robert's amazing app, and this is not a cheap template app. This is a $100,000 plus app with all of those powerful properties branded to you, but you're going to get a stack of Easy Cards, 26 to be exactly, to be for your different events, books that you might have on the market, programs that you might be offering, so you can market each of those events, programs, and special things independently of your app, but every one of those Easy Cards could say, download my app here. All of those are little windows that are driving traffic to your website, driving traffic to your program, and driving downloads of your app. And then we could monetize this by inviting other people to participate in your app and be listed on your app. So I'm going to turn it back to Paul and Robert. That's just a quick little overview of EasyCard technology.
Oh my gosh, Greg, you have undersold the value, and I saw so much more, and every time I hear about it, I get more and more excited. These are all technologies, guys, that I'm bringing into my business. Huge. And for those of you that have been a part of my community, you already are starting to see some of the things that I've been envisioning and talking about. They've delivered right to my doorstep. Being able to send out messages to you about my upcoming events, to be able to grab hold of all the people that have already registered for an event and share with them the information about what's to come, and give them some preamble videos or some education as to what's happening, what's going to be happening soon, what's coming soon, to be able to deliver messages to your own community, specifically to specific groups. You want to just the ability to communicate in this day and age is the #1 way to grow your business. The more different ways and aspects that you can connect is the way to grow your business and really move it to another level. And to be able to do that right on your phone, right in a mobile application that you don't have to wait for them to contact you, that you can be proactive in reaching out to them all day long, every day, in specific niche ways, is so profound with what we can be doing in this day and age. And having all of this technology brought to your doorstep, that's what this message is all about. So Greg, thank you so much for bringing your part of this, and Robert, your part. Robert, now the question is, now what? What does this all look like for everyone that's listening?
Well, I had a question pop up, so why don't I answer this question real quick, because it's a good question. It's from Robin. It says, you mentioned getting approval for getting in the App Store. Do you know the requirements to make this process easier? I know Apple is very particular in allowing apps. Oh boy, do we know that. Here's the great news. You know, when it comes to Easy Cards, you don't have to deal with any of that. The native apps, obviously, you have to deal with Apple and you have to deal with Android. The reality is Android pretty much proves your app unless you are a scammer, which, they do.
Nobody
go through.
Here is.
No one's a scammer. Yes, that's good. So you get approved no matter what. Apple is very particular. And so what we do when we launch a client's app is we manage the entire process for them. We do not. What we want is that we assign each client who signs up a client project manager. They will go through the process of helping you get the account set up, getting the design done, it's the branding done for the app, that sort of thing. And then when they know exactly the amount of content that Apple's looking for, the type of content Apple's looking for, and the traps that you can fall under with certain content or certain links. So our expert app technology, almost every screen inside the app has what's called a call to action bar. So if you load up a video, an article, or whatever, at the bottom of each screen is a call to action bar. That's designed to get people to go from, hey, I'm sharing this content with you, to, hey, let's do something more. And that links to your website, to your funnels, to your calendar, to your, whatever it is that you want that gets them into action with you. Now, the thing that you got to watch for is you got to watch for the pitfalls when you're submitting the app to the Apple App Store, that you're not trying to get them to sign up for a subscription that you're going to deliver through the app. Now, you could still offer a subscription. You could do a membership continuity program where someone pays you $38 a month and they get access to content inside of your app, but you can't advertise that from the app to a payment page. So we're very good. We got 100% approval rate with Apple, with over 100 apps submitted.
Hold on there. 100%.
Yeah, there is no way that we would not have an app approved by Apple. Now, we have had Apple come along and say, hey, we're taking a good look at you, and then we just deal with that. So the good news is that we do that all for every client. The client never has to deal with the language, the submission process, and the BS that often comes with the Apple side of things. I want
to highlight that. And I know where this question comes from, is the concern, well, what if I pay the money and it doesn't get approved? What if, what do I do? Am I left all alone? I'm designing this app and then it doesn't actually get in the Apple Store. They've got 100% approval rating. And what happens is that they guide you all the way through the process so that there's no misstep. You're not applying blind. They actually have the experience, have the knowledge to be able to guide you step by step to say, no. You're not doing that. We don't do that in this app. This is how you design it. This is how you do it, so that A, it'll get approved, and B, so that you can be effective playing in that arena. And that's so important to, when you're jumping into a new arena, to really have people that have already played in that arena that know how to play the game. You don't want to enter into a ball game where you don't know the rules. They know the rules. That's what you're paying them for. And they're able to guide you right through it and deliver you right to the home plate. So this is really key. That's what I've experienced. And it's been a joy, which is why I'm bringing it all to you.
Yeah. And there's one last thing I want to show that just from the kind of the app perspective here. Right now, if you look up at the Zoom, you see it says live on YouTube right now. Well, I'm going to show you. Oh, there it is right there. I'm going to share my phone screen again. Take you 3, 2, 1, and sharing. Now I'm going to go into Paul's app, and I'm going to go to the video screen. And here is the live stream that we're doing right now.
To grow your business. The more different ways
So you can do anything and everything with your mobile app technology. And then from a marketing perspective, you can take it to a whole nother level with Easy Cards. Easy Cards is such an exciting merging into this world. So that's one thing I wanted to make sure I showed you guys, because that's significant as far as trainings are concerned.
That is great. I want all of you to get that was a live streaming that goes right to my app. And with a live app, what that would do is I'd be able to push notify that streaming directly to everybody that is already downloaded my app. This is really key. That, of course, loud notifications.
Yeah.
This is so huge.
Or Paul, even you could send out a push notification to a mastermind group or to your client base, send them to the app, and they'll only see that video because they're tagged to only see that video. So you could do live trainings to everybody or to small groups. So it's awesome.
Go ahead, Greg. You were going to pipe in there?
Yeah, I was. So Robert got to share his little extra thing there. My little extra thing is a story. So 2.5 years ago, we looked into putting an app on the App Store, Easy Card app, and it was going to be very expensive. We worked with 2 different companies. We finally selected one, started throwing money at them. $50,000 later, they said they wanted another huge chunk of change. And I was unwilling to pay the money. And Robert came along, and I'm thinking, you mean I can have the app that I've already wasted tens of thousands of dollars on, and you're going to help me do that for less than $5,000? And I said, sold. That is just incredible value. Now, we've been talking about fusing these 2 technologies, and we each have an affiliate program. So you guys are leaders in Paul's group. If you know people that could use a $5,000 app that's worth over $100,000, right, with all of those cool things. And Robert, you're adding new stuff like every month, right? That just blows my mind.
Yeah. We're adding something in next month where you can actually send special codes to clients after they sign up to be a part of a program or event or whatever, that will auto tag them into content into your app. So you no longer have to go in there and tag their account with that content. It's all automated. We got Google Analytics that are coming out. We've got sharing that's coming out. There's a huge amount of things that are coming into we update our platform pretty much every 3 to 4 months.
And what's cool is that, that Easy Card is like apps in miniature. We can also text message an entire group that's connected to an Easy Card. We can also pick out one person and send just that one person a message, or multiply select and send them text messages. So you really have like the best of both worlds. If you're running an event, you have a book, you can deal with just the Easy Card that's promoting that. Or you can say, hey, it's on the app. Everything I'm doing is also on the app. You can open up the Easy Card within the app, and when you close it, you're right back to the app. So, I mean, it's just, nobody's got what we've got here. Anyway, I just wanted to throw in that story because when I found Robert, it just like saved my life, because I was just beating my head against the wall, putting an app on the App Store. He solved my problem for me.
What I got excited with these two gentlemen and with these two different technologies that I was there as the forces were joining and watched it all happen is that these are budding companies. These are brand spanking new to the marketplace. And we are one of the first to really grab hold of it. They've proven their worth. They've already been testing their wares with others. However, if you want to look at the growth of a company, we're in the upscale wave of this really going viral, and to be at the front line of this is really exciting. So one of the things that we want to talk about right now is how you guys can get this technology for yourself, and then for the realization that you can actually be sharing this with others. Great affiliate program with these companies as a joint force that you're able to participate in. And so you can be sharing this with your community, sharing this with your peeps as well right away, and we can help you do all that, as well as get you on board immediately to take advantage of this. And before they even go into this, I want you to know I brought this to you at this time, at this space, because, well, the next couple weeks, prices are going to shift and change, and they're going to be changing dramatically. And so I wanted to make sure that my special peeps are part of this. My Mavericks really know about this before the price increase, so that you don't tell me later, oh, why didn't you tell me? So that's why this is the time, this is the space. Let's take a listen to what it is that is on the plate now for you to take advantage of. And Robert, Greg?
Yeah,
who's,
I'll jump in here. And just real quick, if I don't throw this out there, I might get strangled by Drew Berman's app is on the App Store. So if you want to download it, it's You Can Have It All is the name of the app. So download it. He's using our platform. So that's out. That's for you, Drew. Anyway,
we'll edit that later. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Too much fun. Yes. So when we started working with business consultants, we were told we were absolutely insane about the price that we were charging, and the fact that we were not charging a monthly fee or a yearly renewal for our technology. And we were told that if we didn't change that, we would be they would fire us as clients. So so we made a plan. We hit our milestone of 100 apps and just earlier this month, and we made a plan in 2020. The cost of our platform in its own, separate from Easy Card, goes up by upwards of $2,000 additional in cost. It's still going to be a tenth of what it costs to build it, but now you just can't beat the deal. So what Greg and I have done, we've put together this package. We call it the Expert App Platform and Easy Card Pro package. And I'll just share my screen here real quick, just to kind of give you an idea of what that entails. If you want to go to this yourself, you can go to this website address, getmymobileapp.com. getmymobileapp.com. I'll come back to that here in a second. But essentially, we're going to give you our expert app platform and every possible feature without any upsells or any additional cost that's going to be a part of this package. We're going to do the full launch of it on both iPhone and Android platform. That's 2 software programs. We're going to assign a project manager that will work with you to get all the way from start to finish. You'll get every feature, and you'll even get the other thing that's really important here for both Greg and I is that when we set you up with our technology, we don't leave you hanging. We teach you how to monetize it, how to use it on live events. We have an event called AmpX that Greg and Paul both speak at, and Drew speaks at too. We have video trainings, live trainings. We even have a community that we built specifically for our clients to collaborate, network, and learn from us. You'll also get a 2-page listing in a track-a-book directory. That's a whole nother thing I can't get into right now, but it's another way of marketing your business. It's also another model for you to make a significant amount of money. In fact, enough money to pay for this whole package. And this is the thing that definitely changes. There's no monthly cost and no yearly renewal as long as you get registered before the end of the year. We have a licensee-friendly license agreement, meaning that if we go out of business, you're not screwed. Which is a lot of what template apps tend to do, template app companies. It's very friendly to you, which you'll really appreciate. And then we combine that with the Easy Card Pro package, where you get the 26 Easy Cards, and there are dozens of ways that you can use these Easy Cards for all your events, for mastermind groups, for programs. You'll use these Easy Cards. You'll have these Easy Cards available for you to use in marketing tools. You're going to be taught by Greg and I how to monetize the directory inside of your app with Easy Cards, so where you can actually make enough money to double the investment into this whole thing, and you get these other things. There is a yearly renewal because of the cost for the Easy Cards. Correct me if I'm wrong, Greg, but that's what the yearly renewal cost is there.
Right.
Just
and I should not add, we don't give you 26 shell cards and let you build it. Our design team comes in and we build out your event cards and your book apps. I think about 20 hours of design time is included. So that's so we're going to basically build out all of this content that goes in Robert's app.
Yeah, huge. Absolutely huge. You get a whole design team working with you. So what we've done is we take this.
So
go ahead, Paul.
To be clear, that renewal isn't due. They're not paying $125 a month from month one. They pay that after
Correct.
12 months of working with these technologies and utilizing them. Am I right?
Yeah, and let's say you did not need 26 cards at the end of the year, because it's all included first year. You can downsize your Easy Card package. You're right. We have Easy Card packages as little as $10 a month. So we've got, what we want to do is to give you the power, the horsepower that you need to monetize your business in the way that you want to grow and stretch.
So for some of you, you'll use all of them. I know I have already used 5 or 6 of them, and I'm just getting rolling. So for many of you, you're going to use the whole stack of 26. For some of you with your businesses, you'll use 5 or 6 of them, and you won't need the rest. And so you'll be able to downsize that. The key is that for the first year, you can play around and grow and develop it as large as you want. And for every card that you utilize, you're going to see new marketing avenues for your business that'll really bring in the dollars. And we'll be talking more and more about that as we go along.
Great. Now everybody's wanting me to scroll down to see the price, right? Here's the cost. Here's the cost. $49.95 for your own native app and the Easy Card Package Pro, or you can make 3 payments of $17.50. This is good until January 1st, where it jumps up at least $2,000. And then there's my contact details and Greg's contact details there. And if you want to access this page, just go to the address getmymobileapp.com, and we'd be happy to connect with you and talk to you more about this. But that's it. That's the cost. You get 100,000, and there's no fluff in that. There is absolutely no fluff. We're not pulling your change. $100,000 app technology, and the Easy Cards are worth multiple tens of thousands of dollars, and all the different ways that you can make money using this and be more effective and higher engagement and convert more people. This is an absolute no-brainer. So that's our invitation. Come to this page. Contact us if you have any questions, or if you need to jump on a call with us, or sign up today.
Reach out to me immediately. You're interested in this. Now, here's really key. $4,995 or 3 payments of $1,750 gets you a full functioning app on the App Store and on Android with all the advisors, the security of having people by your side, guiding you through the whole process. In addition to that, you have 26 easy cards that also they're going to be created for you. They're going to teach you how to really utilize them. And you're also going to, especially for all my Mavericks, you know, you're going to be able to lean on me, and I'm going to be utilizing this, demonstrating how to utilize this in the marketplace, and be teaching on it over and over and over again, even through my apps, to teach you on really how to utilize this and how to explode with this technology. This is really key. And for this price, I was just in a conversation just last week with someone who was talking about app technology and how they wanted to come out with an app for their business, and all that they were finding was $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 proposals on what they wanted to do with their app. And I kept thinking, everything I'm seeing here is what they could utilize for their app, for their business. Recognize this is huge technology that I'm bringing in, huge potential, and this is a matter of being in the right place at the right time. As of January 1st, these prices are shifting. So I'm going to be on task and be able to help you, assist you with questions, et cetera, all the way through the holidays, to be able to be there to make sure that you are able to take advantage of this before the new year. And all we need is the first payment of that $1,750 to really get going. Go to getmymobileapp.com or reach out to me, and let's get really clear with how you can bring in the new year with this powerful technology and with everything that we're offering here. And I will tell you, watch what I'm doing with it. You're going to be amazed at where we go with this over the next few months. And it's just so exciting to be a part of, with two companies that are at the precipice of really exploding in the marketplace. And to be a part of this, you really want to be paying attention, because not only can you be a part of it for your company, you could also be sharing it and be part of their affiliate program, which is awesome as well. So there is all the reasons to, and very few not to, get involved. Any other words from Greg, Robert?
Nope, no questions for me. Let me just double check to see if there's any questions online here. I'll stop sharing. Nope, no comments. No questions. So, but yeah, let us know if you have any. We'll jump on a call with you and chat with you about your specific business, and we'll make sure that this becomes an amazingly successful, if not the most successful marketing tool that you use today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. This is Paul Finck, the Maverick Millionaire. Thank you for being here for this special event that we brought to you about app technology and web app technology. I guarantee you these guys deliver. They're here for you. They are just wonderful people that I'm bringing into my life in a big way, and you should also. Most of you know how to reach out to me. You know how to reach out to all of us. Absolutely. Let's continue this conversation. Let's get this done. We have a short period of time to make it all happen and create magic. Thank you so much, everyone. Make it a great one. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Paul.
Appreciate
Take care,
all
everybody.
your
Thank you,
time.
Greg. Bye-bye.